It's a scene that might have been familiar in the old Cold War era. But this is today. British and Polish tanks on manoeuvre in Eastern Europe. This exercise is a response to the actions of a near neighbour, Russia's military intervention in Crimea and eastern Ukraine. A sign of rising tensions and talk of a new Cold War.
It's not fueling the Cold War. What's fueling the Cold War is Putin violating the rules of international law. It's a very important demonstration to Russia that NATO will not be intimidated.
In Europe, this is the furthest east British tanks have been. Some taken out of storage to meet a resurgent threat and to reassure a close NATO ally. It is just a war game, but with live ammunition. And a relevant scenario. The tanks are repelling a fictional enemy that's attacked an unnamed sovereign state.
This is the first time in the best part of a decade that British tanks have been rolling across European fields. The Cold War was supposed to be over, but because of renewed tensions with Russia, they're now back on exercise here in Poland.
It's not just NATO that's stepping up its military activity. This year, there have been 3 times as many intercepts of Russian warplanes near NATO airspace. And it comes at a time when Britain's military is shrinking, and while it's having to deal with other threats around the world.
The size of army that we have at the moment, I judge, is adequate for the nature of the things that the government is asking us to do.
Adequate? That doesn't sound...
Yeah, it's sound. I mean, given what is expected of the British Army at the moment, we have sufficient forces to be able to do what people are asking us to do.
Britain had an army based in Germany to meet the threat from the former Soviet Union. UK forces, though, are now slowly pulling out, but they'll be returning to Europe for exercises to keep an eye on Russia. Jonathan Beale, BBC News, Northern Poland.